Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about Hogtunes speakers for Harley. Very simply, you should be considering a Hogtunes product if you have a bagger and you want to make it sound better. Installation on these can be kind of tricky. You might even be up into the 3-beard on our 3-beard scale here on the BSD, the beard scale of difficulty. This stuff does involve some fairing removal. It can often involve, taking apart the rear end of the bike if you're going to do rear speakers, and you're going to have some pretty heavy wiring knowledge to do this. That's if you're getting into a full-blown audio installation. Not everybody's going to do that. If you want to just say throw in a set of upgraded speakers, however, this might be as simple as a 1-bearder, possibly edging in a 2. So really, I can't give you a super easy answer depending on what you're doing with your audio, but recognize this can be as difficult or as easy as you want to make it. Let's kick off with a brief history lesson of Hogtunes audio. This stuff was founded by a guy who had a Harley and didn't like his audio options. Really, the only thing out there for him was car stuff. Car audio is not bad for a car. Harleys and motorcycles in general face some installation challenges that car audio components can't always solve. So let's kind of run through some of the features and benefits, and I can give you all the numbers and the specs, and they're great. But the thing that's really going to sell you, I think, on a Hogtunes system is once you get near one and hear one. I think it's probably their best advertisement. So let's get into some of the facts and figures real briefly. We'll plow through that, and then we'll do some anecdotes, some story time, and hopefully I can sway you into feeling the same way about Hogtunes that I do. So first things first, you might notice the depth of these speakers. These are installation speakers for a Batwing bike, and you can see how shallow they are, and that's done intentionally. You don't have as much room in a fairing as, say, a car door might have, or the back deck of a car. These, right off the bat, they're going to fit into your fairing. You're not going to have to re-engineer anything. You're not going to have to do any cutting, drilling. The holes for the speaker are spaced correctly for a Batwing. So just installation-wise, if you're looking for a mild upgrade, maybe you just want to do a fresh set of front speaks. If you have, say, a classic model Electro Glide, or you've got a Street Glide, where all you have are those front speakers, these are a great upgrade, not too difficult. And one of the things I really love about them, like all Hogtunes products, they come with, you can see these harnesses, these things are beautifully made. Heat shrink, everything's wired for you, pre-done. You can see these beautiful connectors they have in here. They're weather tight, they're shielded, so you're not going to wind up accidentally grounding or shorting something. And they're also labeled, which is really nice. They make these super easy. You can see here we've got brake side, clutch side. These are super easy to install because Hogtunes makes it easy to install. So if you're looking for a gentle upgrade, something like these Batwing speakers are really fantastic fit. They're gonna go in, they're gonna sound a lot better right off the bat. They'll work with your factory head unit. These are 2 ohm resistance, everything you're looking at in front of you. So if you have a factory head unit that's 2 ohm, you should be set to roll. If you have an aftermarket head unit also putting out 2 ohm, these are gonna work with it. So, the resistance of the speaker is very important. Sometimes it's gonna be hard once you start mixing and matching things to find speakers going to work with a specific head unit. So if you stick with Harley's 2 ohm spec, Hogtunes got you covered, whether you're going to do just a simple speaker upgrade or a whole head unit amp, the whole schmear. Hogtunes has got you. So moving on down the line too, you can see here we have a Road Glide setup. So these are a couple cool products they offer too. Road Glide replacement speakers come with the grills, another nice feature. And these are going to be similar to your Electro Glide setup, just for those of you with a shark nose fairing. You can also see here too, they also offer a tweeter pod. So if you're going to have a whole system with crossovers, you're going to have tweeters, mids, and you're going to have a bass speaker down low, like the one you can see over here to my left. You're going to have a whole range of options, and everything's going to drop right in. You don't have to engineer anything, you don't have to cut, you don't have to fit. Everything's going to drop in and plug right in. Like everything, they try and rate everything very conservatively. They try and really under-promise on the speakers and over-deliver. And they push their speakers as being an audio upgrade, but you really have to hear these things to believe them. So again, whether we're talking that tweeter pod, or you're looking at, again, a set of upgraded fairing speakers, even down to aftermarket lower speakers for woofers, Hogtunes just has a really wide breadth of stuff that's going to drop right in and just fit in easily. If the facts and the figures and the ease of installation don't get you excited, I think the best way to really convince yourself on a Hogtunes system is go down to your local bike night. Swing down to your local watering hole where all the bikers hang out. Look at all the baggers you see there. You're going to see 2 brands of speakers on everything. You're going to see factory HD OEM ones like everybody has, because they don't care and they're going to play what they have, and that's good enough for that rider. But then the people who have upgraded, you're going to see Hogtunes, Hogtunes, Hogtunes. Every bike seems to have this stuff on there. And the reason is because it works well and it installs installs cleanly and easily. I had said earlier, I think too, one of the benefits to the Hogtunes system is the ease of installation. Those harnesses that we talked about that are pre-done, and then we also chatted too about how these things don't require cutting and drilling like a lot of car audio pieces can. So yes, they might be a little more expensive up front, but if you're drilling on a fairing or you wind up cutting something too large, what's the cost of that replacement piece? You know, when you factor that into your stereo install, that can really get pricey fast. So again, in terms of installation, like I had said, this can range anywhere from 1 to 3 beards. If you want to do something easy, just quick set of replacement speakers, you're looking at a 1 bearder really. If you can get that fairing off and back together, if you can follow directions and make sure you put everything back together the way you found it, should be pretty simple. It might be a little tedious to do all the wiring, plug everything in, and wind up putting everything back together, but it's not a difficult project for anyone. I mean, you're really just going to plug things in. The instructions that Hogtunes includes are fantastic. They walk you through the entire installation, and their website also offers too some really great installation videos, which can be a big help. Again, if you're moving on to part of a larger audio system, again, if you are going to throw on a set of lowers onto your bike, or perhaps a set of rear speakers for those of you guys running around on Ultras, it can kind of sprawl quickly. But I think most of you looking to do just a simple speaker upgrade should be able to get this done quickly. And because these speakers play nicely with factory Harley stuff, if you decide you want to later upgrade into more Hogtunes stuff, everything plugs and plays really nicely. So I think it's a great benefit both of the product and of the ease of installation. My opinion is not the only one that matters though. Click below, see what some riders who already are rocking Hogtunes have to say about it, see what they think about it, learn a little bit more about how this might make your audio experience a little better on your bike. If you've got questions that I have not answered, get in touch with us. We can help you with install or product selection. See us at RevZilla.com, or you can get a Gear Geek on the horn, 877-792-9455. I'm Lemmy, I'm out of here.